Hello motion media students, I'm going to be showing you an animated character with the assets created in Illustrator and animated in After Effects. Alright, so let's take a look at the Illustrator file. So the character was created in an Illustrator. It has different layers, so there's a mouth layer, there's a face layer, head, body, and then also the background. This is set up as 1920 by 1080. I'm going to be importing this into After Effects. So I open up After Effects, I go to New Project, and right here is my project panel. I double click and I'm going to go into my Assets folder, and this is where my character document is housed. Right here it says Import as Footage. I don't want footage, I actually want composition retain layer sizes. This will bring in the layers from Illustrator, and this creates a composition for me. So I double click on it. The composition is now down in my timeline. If I take a look, I have everything here, my background, body, head, face, mouth. I'm going to start by animating the head. So I'm going to select the head layer, hold shift, select face and mouth, and then I'm going to right click and click on Pre-Compose. This is going to move everything into a new composition. I want to entitle this Head, making sure move all attributes into new composition, and click OK. So now that it is in a new composition, I want to create a track mat. So I want to mask out all of this. I'm going to select Head and hit Command D. I'm on a Mac, so Command D, it duplicates. And then right here, you're going to see for a track mat, I'm going to take and pick whip. So this thing's called a pick whip. And I'm going to pick whip that to that new layer, the duplicated layer, and everything is behind that. Now, the face, this is my anchor point. So just my hair, my eyes, and my glasses are moving. I want that to be that way because I want to animate the mouth. Now I want the mouth to actually be parented to the face. So right here it says parent. It's another pick whip. I'm going to take that pick whip and with the mouth layer and parent that to the face. Now when I have the face layer selected, I can move the whole thing, and I will be animating that later. So what I want to do is I want the head to look like it's turning, so I'm going to animate the eyes moving across the face, the eyes and the hair. And when I open this up, you're going to see it says transform. Every single layer has a transform, so you can animate the position, scale, rotation, opacity. Do not touch the anchor point right now. This is my timeline. So, and this is my playhead here. Wherever I have this, and I hit the stopwatch, it will put a keyframe, and the keyframe will let me know when to start the animation. Down here at the bottom allows me to zoom up onto my timeline. This is set at 24 frames per second, so there's like 3 frames here I'm going to be working with. So with position, moving the head over a little bit, the face, I'm going to click on the watch, puts a keyframe. I'm going to go down about 3 frames and then scoot this over. And every time it changes the X and Y coordinates, it lays down a keyframe for me. So when I hit the space bar, I see that the head moves. Now the next thing is I'm going to bring in my sound file. So I'm going to double click in my project panel, go to my sounds folder, grab my sound file. Just because it's in the project panel doesn't mean anything. I need to get it into my composition. Now when I hit the space bar, I hear the sound. So I want to animate the mouth. And when I animate the mouth, again, each layer I have a position, scale, rotation, and opacity. And I'm going to be working with scale. I have for scale, there is a little link here, constraints it, so I'm going to unclick that. I'm going to make sure that my playhead is at the beginning of my timeline. I am going to like squish the mouth down just a little bit, so you notice that I am changing the one side so it squishes the mouth. I'm going to click on the watch. So when I click on the watch, it says, okay, this is when it starts. And then about second or third frame, I'm going to have it animate up. So it's wide, and it's also going to be a little narrow. Okay, so next thing is, it says goal, and then it ends up going towards the end here. So I want to, for the mouth, I'm going to place another keyframe. So this little time, I'm hitting this diamond, and that adds a keyframe for me. And then I'm going to scroll and then take this back. I can either change it this way by typing in a number, or I can scrub through. So I'm gonna make his mouth a little bit shut. So then let's take a look, see what that looks like. Great. Now I'm gonna go back to the original one, and you see that his mouth is moving. All right. Now, the next thing I want to do is I want to animate the body. I'm right here. I'm going to zoom out 50% to see the whole thing. And I'm going to be making sure that my body is selected. I'm going to be using my Puppet Pin tool. So I'm going to be putting one in at the hand, at the shoulder area, each of the shoulder areas. And then to ground him, I'm going to putting one in each hip. I have to make sure that my playhead is exactly where I want it to be when I put those pins in, because as soon as I put those pins in, it puts in keyframes. So if we open up, I'm going to scroll up here, I open up, you see it says Puppet, and then Deform, and then we can see that there are my my keyframes. I'm going to take this down, put the arms down here. So as he says goal, I'm zooming up on the timeline, so about frame 3 here. I'm going to grab this, put his arm up, and then also grab this one, hit the microphone towards his mouth. Right. Now the next thing I want to do is, as he is ending saying goal, I want to put his arms down. Now these, oh my gosh, I can't click on them. That's because I have to open this up, and now I see the keyframe. So I see that it's selected here. Again, I'm going to hit the diamond, which adds a keyframe, move this couple frames, bring this down, and then I'm going to be doing the same thing on the other hand. Alright, so right here is my first pin. I'm going to scrub this over here, and then I see that there is a keyframe. I'm lining it up, adding the keyframe, moving it down. Alright, taking this back to the beginning. And there you have it. We have an animated character using the Puppet Pin tool, and we've brought assets that were created in Illustrator into the program. Now, one more thing I want to show you is, how do I turn this into a QuickTime? Well, we go to Composition, and we go to Add to Render Queue, and down here, there are different formats. So we're going to pick H.264, which is the one. Hit OK. Output to says not yet specified, but I'm going to put it in my character animation folder that has my sounds and also my assets. And I'm going to call this final. I'm going to hit save. I'm going to hit render and hear the bing, and then that's it. So thank you so much for taking time to take a look at my character animation, and I hope you have a great day. Bye.